The most lucrative underground music genres no one is talking about. What if you've been looking in the wrong place? What if I told you that some of the most profitable music genres in the world aren't even on your radar? These aren't pop, rap, or Afrobeats, but they're quietly making artists millions. What if everything you know about making money in music is wrong? What if the glitz and glamour of pop hits, the platinum plaques, and the million-dollar label deals are actually distractions from the real gold mine hiding in plain sight? In the shadows of mainstream music, far from the noise of radio play and streaming charts, there are underground genres quietly turning unknown artists into full-time creators, some even millionaires. These genres don't chase fame, they don't beg for clout, but they reward the smart, the curious, and the bold. Today, we're diving into the mysterious world of underground music genres that are raking in serious cash without ever hitting the Billboard charts. These are the most lucrative underground music genres no one is talking about. And by the end of this video, you might just find the one that changes your life. Ready to uncover the secrets? Let's go.
Why underground isn't just a vibe, it's a strategy. We often hear underground and think of broke rappers in basements or strange music only hipsters understand. But that's a myth. Underground, in today's world, isn't about poverty. It's about precision. It's about carving out a loyal, focused niche. It's about building an audience that doesn't skip your music after 10 seconds, but plays it for hours while studying, gaming, or even meditating. These genres are fueled by deep engagement, not shallow fame. And the truth is, most of them thrive without a label. Number 360 deal. No middleman, just an artist, a sound, and a fan base that's ready to buy. Mainstream fame isn't always where the money is. In fact, niche music genres often bring in high earnings through loyal fan bases, independent monetization, and exclusive licensing deals. Fewer competitors, deeper connections, higher payouts.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait. A first time.
Genre 1. Funk. From Memphis tapes to million-view TikToks. Let's start with funk. A dark, gritty blend of Memphis rap, trap, and lo-fi vibes. Born from the internet underground, funk has exploded on platforms like TikTok and YouTube, with millions of streams and producers licensing beats for gaming and commercial use. Funk is like hip-hop's forgotten cousin, raised in the shadows, with a voice soaked in old cassette tapes and chopped-up horror samples. Born from the underground Memphis rap scene of the 90s, it sounded raw, violent, and deeply regional. But then the internet happened. Today, producers are blending that gritty southern vibe with lo-fi aesthetics, vaporwave textures, and trap drums. The result? A sound that dominates TikTok, SoundCloud, and YouTube compilations with millions of streams. Even Formula One edits use it. And here's the kicker: most funk tracks are instrumental. That means you don't need a vocalist. Just vibe, mood, and a haunting bass line. Producers like KSLV No, DVRST, and Ryan Celsius are not just getting views, they're monetizing through beat stores, YouTube revenue, licensing, and streaming platforms. Genre 2. Dungeon Synth. The genre for dungeons, wizards, and royalty. Free income. Dungeon Synth. Sounds medieval? That's because it is. This genre creates eerie, fantasy-inspired soundscapes perfect for games, tabletop RPGs, and audiobooks. Some artists earn thousands monthly from Bandcamp, Patreon, and sync licensing. Imagine wandering into an ancient forest. You hear distant flutes, eerie echoes, and melodies that sound like a forgotten legend being retold. That's dungeon synth. It's medieval, cinematic, and completely niche. Originally inspired by black metal aesthetics, it's now evolved into an ambient genre perfect for fantasy games, tabletop RPGs, audiobook backgrounds, and even YouTube focus channels. Artists like Ering, Old Sorcery, and Mortius have cultivated loyal fan bases on Bandcamp, Patreon, and Discord. Dungeon synth isn't just musics, it's a vibe, a story, and a mood that sells. And because it's instrumental, artists often license it to indie game developers, fantasy YouTubers, and even film producers earning passive income without ever being on camera. Genre 3. Mallsoft and Vaporwave. Aesthetic over hype. Next up, Vaporwave and its cousin Mallsoft. Think 80s nostalgia, muzak, and surreal aesthetics. While this genre started as a meme, it's grown into a cultural movement with physical merch, vinyl sales, and NFT-like album art that collectors pay for. Now let's step into a mall that doesn't exist anymore. Escalators that don't move. Muzak that never ends. A dream within a dream. That's Mallsoft and Vaporwave. While Vaporwave was born as a satire of consumerism, it's grown into a full-on artistic movement. Its dreamy textures, slowed samples, and surreal visuals have found homes in indie films, fashion campaigns, and YouTube art channels. Even stranger, some Vaporwave artists earn through vinyl collectors who pay up to $100 for limited edition pressings. Others sell their music as NFTs, or use platforms like Bandcamp and Ko-fi. This genre proves that aesthetic can be currency, and nostalgia is more profitable than you think. Genre 4. Dark ambient, horrorcore loops, fear pays the bills. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions. And in the underground, it sells. Producers of dark ambient, or horrorcore loops, license their music to horror games, haunted attractions, and indie films. It's a low-profile genre with high licensing potential, and you don't need vocals or flashy production to earn big. Dark ambient music is the soundtrack of nightmares. It's used in haunted houses, true crime podcasts, horror games, and documentaries. It's droning, minimalist, and deeply unsettling, and it's perfect for licensing. The creators behind these sounds rarely show their face, but their music gets licensed by game developers, filmmakers, and even escape rooms looking for that eerie edge. With low production costs and high licensing potential, dark ambient is one of the most profitable genres no one brags about, because those who profit from it rarely speak at all. Genre 5. Folk fusion. Tradition meets trend. For example, Nordic folk plus EDM. Now here's where things get wild, because tradition can make you rich. Combining ancient music with modern beats is a goldmine. World fusion music, like Nordic folk meets trap or EDM, Afro jazz with trap, or Arabic rhythms with downtempo. These cultural blends attract global fans, and big sync licensing deals from travel, film, and fashion brands. Indian classical meets electronic might sound niche, but in the licensing world, it's gold. Fashion brands, movie trailers, international ads, they all crave authenticity with a modern twist. Artists like Hailung, Ayla Schaefer, and even producers on Epidemic Sound are fusing ancestral rhythms with tech-driven sound design, attracting millions of streams and thousands in sync deals. This is not just music. It's culture packaged for profit. And if you have any connection to your roots, this genre might be your way in. How do artists make money in these genres? So let's be real. How are these underground artists getting paid? You might ask, how do they make money if they're not topping charts? Easy. Number 1. Through streaming. Not always high, but adds up with niche loyalty. 2. Bandcamp and Patreon. Direct fan support. Often hundreds to thousands monthly. 3. YouTube and beat licensing. From dark funk loops to ambient horror packs. 4. Merch and vinyl. Limited edition pressings. Sell out fast. 5. Sync licensing. The crown jewel. Games, films, YouTubers, podcasts, they all need background music. These artists don't wait for Spotify playlists. They build systems, own their rights, and focus on value, not virality. Why no one is talking about them? The truth? These genres stay underground by design. Their artists value independence over fame. They focus on art, atmosphere, and authenticity. That exclusivity becomes part of the brand and part of the income stream. So, the next time you think success only comes from radio hits, remember, there's a whole world of underground sound making real money. Maybe your breakthrough isn't in the spotlight, but in the shadows. Explore these genres. Create boldly. And who knows? You could be the next hidden millionaire of the music world.
Closing remarks. The hidden path to music wealth. Music isn't dead, it's just moved underground. While the mainstream fights for 15 seconds of fame, the underground builds empires in silence. If you're tired of chasing trends, maybe it's time to build your own sound. Maybe it's time to explore the uncharted genres where creativity is king and profit doesn't need permission. Because in the end, the real wealth in music isn't just money, it's freedom, and that, my friend, is the underground's greatest gift. Thanks for watching Mega Wealth Magnet. If this video sparked new ideas or opened your eyes, drop a like and subscribe to Mega Wealth Magnet. Leave a comment on which genre you'd love to explore or suggest one we missed. Until next time, keep creating, keep dreaming, and remember, the underground is where legends are born. See you in the next one.